Maximus analysis here for July 6, 2015. We see that the ES, we need to see some follow through to the upside. Again, they need to get above this area before I would even look at anything. And the area that I'm talking about is this one right here. Again, they're talking about 2100, 2115, and it seems like a boatload away. Again, we had the gap down. And I posted something at hotstockmarket.com last night saying, listen, don't be the one that goes short at the open because they will potentially squeeze you. Now, what they did was they basically got to yesterday's low, and they just kind of hovered, and then they went back down and came back up. So we want to see what they have. And again, I see this as a broken pattern. I would not go long. If you go along on this, again, I want to see it clear all this stuff first before I even think about doing it, because if there's weak sauce tomorrow, it could definitely be a flush down on Wednesday. Wednesday you have FOMC, by the way, which always makes it fun. We have the NQ, pretty much same thing, bucking up against resistance, but the gap down from Greece news and closing near the upper portion of the candle. We'll see, of the day, and we'll see. You can see this from basically looking at the intraday action. You can see how it gapped down hard and then pretty much gave you, and this was around the low of yesterday. You can see the low right here, or where it closed was right here, and it came, touched the highs, which was right there, and then faded back down and ripped back up to the upside. Again, if you're a day trader, you probably love this action, but if you're looking to stay direction on a swing trade, you're going to have to wait. You have the YM, pretty much, again, gap and go for just one day. So again, one day doesn't make or break a trend, and we have no trend. So I would be more inclined to be on the bearish side because we just didn't have any trend for months. So with that being said, I think they might, if they bake the Greece news into the price action, it's still more to come, in my opinion, because it's just they had to be selling into this. It's not accumulation into these rips. It's rip up, sell, 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 sell. So all it takes is now clearing this range and seeing what it does to the downside. IWM, again, it could give you a little bit more pop up, but you can see that it's still holding this area, so you can't say it's completely broken. But again, I'm not going to follow that more than I follow the big boys. You have crude broke down huge today, and again, I day traded this name, but didn't swing it. So again, if you're looking to swing it, you're gonna have to wait for it pull back. And again, 51 to basically 44 to 41 is what I'm looking for right now. So again, if you're late, which again is not hard to do. Again, I said I day traded, I didn't swing trade it because it was just so sideways that again, we'll see what the price action does and see if it can get above this 54 area. And again, if it does, for swing trades, I'm just looking for a little pop to the upside for some more downside potential. Now let's look at these big boy names real quick. Apple, again, not giving much volume, not really that much either. Baidu really broke down well. I'm kicking myself for letting that Greece information kind of shake me out of. If you watch my video on the 30th, you can see that I was saying that I should have went short the next day, but I was kind of worried about the Greece information, and it didn't do shit, but actually went to close to the target, which would be around this area, this 84, 83, 183 area, which looks like it's coming through quickly. Again, I'll be rolling my stops down. The volume is picking up a little bit near to the target. I won't get back anymore if I have to. Netflix, let me get this out of here so we can see this properly. Just sideways. Again, it's not really doing much right now. You still have to respect the higher lows that's in place. And again, I've been saying this is not a name I would short. Higher low, higher low, higher low. So we still have to respect that and see that the trend is up. You have Amazon. Again, Amazon's just sideways, and again, I would just be very cautious playing that name until you get some follow through to one side or the other. You got Tesla. Again, it's up, and we've said that, listen, if it tested this 254 area and held, it would test these highs, and I think it still can go to around these highs as well. You got Google. Google's still looking weak, man. I mean, tomorrow it might look and see what's going on with some short action here, because it really didn't show much leadership at all. If you look at the 15-minute intraday chart, you can see that it came up and then faded all the way. I mean, they came back a little bit, but they didn't come into the close. So again, a break of these lows here of 55.42 would definitely be something that you would want to look at. But again, I'm over my time. I don't want to be, talking too much. 5 minutes is more than enough. But again, we want to see what happens on this. Don't say, oh, Greece news was just a gap down. There's a lot of, don't forget this. This is the point they're trying to make. Don't forget all this crap. Don't forget all that. Don't forget it just because you got a gap down. Like, oh, this was just a gap down. Now we're going to fill it. This gap, and we've already filled the Greece gap, and Greece is over. All right, well, just keep your powder dry and look for a better setup than just trying to get along right here. So take care, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.